when you cheated on me.
Water
and if I wasn't pregnant, I would have f***ed you up so. I just didn't want to break my nails before delivery.
Shout out to the nails.
Khloé Kardashian is about to melt down again. Listen, not less than what? 48 hours after Tristan allowed Khloé to post a family picture that she's with True. Cause people say that it's very important to Khloé that she somehow rub it in the other mom's faces. How Tristan is in there and he's such a good father and such a good man. Well, guess what? Tristan said, no, baby. I'm gonna remind you who I am. Do you know that Tristan was just photographed on purpose, strolling his high booty out of a strip club? He went in with one woman slicked back here, a Kylie Jenner look-alike, and came out with two. What does it say that a man, whenever he chooses to embarrass you? It's always the same story. Tristan can't resist chasing women who look like Khloé's sisters. One time it was a Kim clone. Now it's a Kylie copycat. And this latest one? People swear she was serving a mix between Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber. But let's be real, everyone seems to look like everybody except Khloé. That's the wild part. Now here's where things get messy. We really gotta talk about Khloé's parenting choices in the middle of all this chaos. Tristan's out here living his best strip club life, going on dates in public, and practically begging to get photographed. Why? Because he seems to enjoy putting Khloé in the hot seat. It's almost like he's playing some twisted little game where the prize is her humiliation. And you know what? I wouldn't even be shocked if Khloé secretly married him and just lets him run wild. Think about it. She's got True believing her parents are locked in like a real married couple, while Tristan treats their situation like it's open season. Every time he lets Khloé post something sweet, trying to show the world they're united, he turns right around and drags her down with another scandal. It's like clockwork. Even the media's tired of it. Headlines are straight up asking, Khloé, what is happening? Will you finally stand up for yourself? It's heartbreaking because True is the one stuck in the middle, seeing all of this play out. And on top of that, we can't ignore Khloé's obsession with editing her photos. She swears up and down she's showing her real face, but fans can see that heavy filter glow from a mile away. What's crazy is Khloé was already a naturally pretty girl, even before all the surgeries and digital retouches, yet she keeps chasing this image that doesn't even look like her anymore. Khloé's been through all the surgeries in the world, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't even matter. We're all human, right? The real issue is that she can't stop filtering everything. Even her own kids. People noticed she puts digital filters on little Tatum and True, like they aren't already perfect as they are. And let's not forget that shocking confession. Khloé admitted she made baby Tatum take 4 paternity tests because she couldn't believe he was hers or Tristan's. 4 tests! That's not just insecurity, that's chaos. And the rumors didn't stop there. Whispers say she even tried to leave the baby at the hospital or have someone else take him home. That's the part that really gets people talking. Khloé will shade her own children before she dares to fully call Tristan out. It's wild because while she's filtering faces and dodging accountability, Tristan is out here making sure the world never forgets who he is. According to the US Sun, the latest stunt was caught in crystal clear photos. Tristan Thompson, Khloé Kardashian's baby daddy, strutting with full confidence out of a Los Angeles strip club. 2 women by his side, like it was nothing. And this wasn't some hidden paparazzi snap. He looked proud, like he wanted it on record. The outlet reported he hit up the infamous gentlemen's club Cheetahs for a late-night visit over the weekend. And let's talk about the fit. Tristan rolled up in an all-black tracksuit, a matching black baseball cap pulled low, and, of course, a flashy silver chain around his neck. He wasn't hiding. He was styling. It was less caught slipping and more, watch me embarrass her again. Tristan's high booty was spotted waltzing right into the club with one woman, but when he strutted back out, oh, he had company times too. Suddenly, there were 2 women by his side, both rocking tight, curve-hugging outfits, slicked back hair that screamed Kardashian clone, and faces painted to perfection. It was giving full glam, full drama, and full disrespect. Now, here's the catch. Sources keep insisting Khloé and Tristan aren't romantically involved anymore. They say they're just co-parenting True and Tatum. But the story never ends there. Because on top of raising her own kids, Khloé has also stepped in as caretaker for Tristan's disabled younger brother. Amari, ever since their mother tragically passed away in January 2023. That's real responsibility. And yet, Tristan doesn't slow down. Remember that emotional speech he gave when his mom passed? He was crying, "Mama, I'm gonna show you the man you raised." Well, here he is, showing the world exactly who that man is. Walking out of strip clubs with women on both arms like it's his signature move. It's like every time he swears he'll step up, he proves the opposite in front of cameras. Not too long ago, Khloé and Tristan even came together for their daughter's first day of second grade, smiling for the kids like everything was picture perfect. But behind the scenes, he's making sure paparazzi get those late-night strip club shots? And here's my take. Tristan isn't sloppy with it. He wants to be seen. My opinion? He's messing around with so many women, he doesn't even care who knows anymore. It's almost like the attention is part of the thrill for him. Tristan really got that dog in him. Straight Canadian player vibes. And listen, when it comes to Tristan, he's not just messing with one or two women. He's got a whole rotation. That's why, when those family photos of him and Khloé hit the internet, people in his personal lineup were probably side-eyeing hard. Like, wait, I thought you said you two weren't together. You already know he had to make a move to calm the jealousy. And what better way than showing up at the strip club with multiple women just to prove to whoever's in his main spot that Khloé isn't his priority. It's like he was saying, "Don't worry, she's not the one. I'm still outside with you." Meanwhile, Khloé posted those sweet family shots. A family of 4 smiling in front of a giant cutout that read, "First day of second grade," surrounded by balloons. It looked wholesome, like the perfect milestone moment. They really do come together for the kids' big days, no matter what chaos Tristan creates. But the internet couldn't ignore the irony. Behind those balloons and smiles, there's still nonstop drama. Because let's not forget, Tristan has been caught cheating on Khloé again and again and again. The list of women just doesn't stop. And at this point, it's not even shocking anymore. It's like every time we think the dust has settled, another story pops up with him linked to somebody new. And here's the real question. Why does Khloé keep choosing him over her own peace? Some fans call it loyalty, others call it weakness. But one thing's clear, she always puts Tristan back in the picture, even when the whole world is begging her to finally choose herself. Let's be real. Staying faithful to someone who's not faithful to you is not a flex. That's not being Christian. That's not being noble. That's being treated like a doormat. Nobody was put on this earth just to let Tristan Thompson run the same tired play on them over and over again. There's no way God designed Khloé's purpose in life to be Tristan's punching bag. No way! When you're giving loyalty, faithfulness, and sacrifice to someone who only takes and never gives back, that's not strength, that's not holy, that's insecurity dressed up as something deeper. That's what people see when Khloé plays this game, a cover-up for low self-esteem. She's clinging to a man who's proven time and time again that he doesn't respect her. And she's trying to paint it like it's something spiritual, something noble. But let's keep it 100. Even God sets boundaries. The Bible itself says if you don't accept the word, he'll keep it moving. So why is Khloé still sitting here making excuses? It's confusing and it's painful to watch. And now here comes the part that really stirs things up. Khloé reportedly admitted to her best friend that True honestly believes her parents are married. Just let that sink in. Her daughter thinks mommy and daddy are husband and wife. While the world sees Tristan running around in the streets every other night, that's not just messy, that's heartbreaking. Because no matter how many balloons, edited photos, or family day smiles Khloé puts out there, the reality is catching up. And the kids are starting to believe the illusion she's building that Khloé once admitted. Is it the right thing to do? In my opinion, yes. Get married, have kids. That's what I want to teach True. But here's the problem. The example she's setting is twisted. She says the only thing that bothers her is the idea that True might grow up thinking this is what marriage looks like. A marriage where your husband doesn't live with you, never kisses you, and doesn't even share the same bed. That's not marriage. That's smoke and mirrors. Meanwhile, Tristan is out here 100% dating and not hiding it at all. So at what point do we stop side-eyeing him and start questioning Khloé herself? Because her delusions aren't just embarrassing. They could leave long-term scars on the people around her. She's raising kids in a reality where everything is filtered, photoshopped, and dressed up to look perfect, even when it's far from it. Let's talk about Tatum for a second. That baby is adorable and looks so much like Khloé, but instead of embracing that, she reportedly filters his photos too. She even admitted she couldn't believe he was really hers. Khloé literally demanded a blood test because she thought he couldn't belong to her or Tristan. Imagine being so disconnected that you doubt your own child. And then there's True, another innocent kid caught in Khloé's dream world. Instead of showing her daughter what strength looks like, Khloé's making it seem like staying with a man who betrayed you over and over again is somehow normal. She's teaching her that marriage means crying behind closed doors, clinging to a man who humiliated you publicly, and leaning on your mama to move in just to keep you together. That's not love. That's dysfunction wrapped in a bow. And at the end of the day, Khloé's life is playing out on a reality TV stage. And even if True doesn't fully get it now, she will one day. Imagine being a kid and saying, yeah, that's my dad, but realizing he's never home, never present, while your mom is busy taking care of Amari, Tristan's brother. Now, helping Amari would be noble, except here's the catch. People believe the second Khloé finally accepts that Tristan will never treat her right, she might distance herself from Amari too. That's the cold part. Khloé's track record shows she can play ice cold when she feels betrayed. And that's why I have to ask, do you really think this is fair to the kids? Because I don't. When Khloé posts these glossy family pictures, while Tristan treats them like photo ops, what she's actually doing is creating a fantasy world that doesn't exist. It looks picture perfect online, but in reality, it's all smoke and mirrors. Now think about what that does to a child's mind. You're literally building an illusion that will eventually crack. And when it does, it's like their entire reality shatters. That's not just messy, that's traumatic. Whole movies have been made about what happens when the world you believe in turns out to be fake. And that's the kind of mental whiplash True could face one day. The saddest part? People excuse it because Khloé takes cute family pics and puts out that polished Kardashian image. But behind those balloons, and smiles, there's a kid being raised in a dream world that doesn't line up with the truth. And when the truth finally hits, it's gonna hurt way worse than any paparazzi headline. Everyone's swooning over first day of school pics and first day of kindergarten balloons. But what about the bigger picture? What about the reality Khloé is putting in her kids' heads? True still thinks her parents are married, while Tristan is out here playing games like it's a sport. The man literally walked out of a strip club with 2 women, not 1, 2, just to throw it in Khloé's face. And her response, oh my God, I guess my husband, your father has to work late tonight. That's not a bedtime story, that's straight up delusion. And then we've got little Tatum chiming in with that infamous line, daddy bench warmer, daddy no play, daddy on steroids that hit harder than anything the tabloids ever printed. Because let's not forget, Tristan was busted for steroids and got suspended from games. The question everyone had was, what does a bench warmer even need steroids for? Like seriously, what were you juicing up for if you weren't even starting on the court? The whole thing was embarrassing on top of embarrassing. But here's the bigger point. It's not just about Tristan's messy scandals. At what point do we stop side-eyeing him and start looking directly at Khloé Kardashian? How long can she hide behind cute photo ops and filtered smiles before people finally judge her for what she's allowing? Because every time Tristan makes a fool out of her, Khloé doubles down on the fantasy instead of facing the truth, and the ones paying the real price, the kid's stuck in the middle of her dream world versus his chaos. Khloé is no innocent victim. Let's get that straight. She's not some bleeding heart. She's not overly kind. People have called her one of the most vicious players in the game. Just look back at what went down with Jordan Craig, Tristan's ex. When she was pregnant and labeled high risk, Khloé was accused of making that woman's life a nightmare, all because she wanted Tristan for herself. She wanted to feel like she had won something, like she was the chosen one. That's not soft. That's cold-blooded. And now here we are, watching her raise her daughter in what looks like a fantasy bubble, and somehow people are applauding it, acting like it's noble when really it's delusional. I don't know, I just don't buy it. To me, it looks like history repeating itself. And this time, the kids are the ones caught in the crossfire. Honestly, I'll say this, the day a Kardashian kid drops a tell-all book, the world will finally hear the truth. My money's on True. Yeah, True. Because just look at who her mama is and the dream world she's being raised in. That story is going to be explosive one day. But hey, that's just my take. I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Because this whole situation is a mess. And don't forget, we spill this kind of tea every single day. Hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell so you never miss a drop, and share this with your friends who love the drama. You already know where to come for your daily dose of celebrity chaos right here at NoFilter.